I've spent most of my life looking for a better beach than this one. I've failed. And so has she. This is Pereybere, north coast of Mauritius. My parents used to bring us here when we were children. They'd sit under those trees, right there, at the edge of the sand. They'd stay for hours and let the three of us disappear into that water. That's my whole memory of this beach. Shade. Being let go. Years later, I brought my wife here for the first time. I didn't say much on the drive. I wanted to see what she'd do with it. She was in the water inside 10 minutes. And watching her, I finally understood something I'd never put into words as a kid. Look at that water. You can walk 40 meters out and still be standing. It deepens the way a ramp deepens. Gradually. Honestly. No shelf. No sudden drop. No moment where the sand vanishes underneath you. And no waves. The reef takes the ocean apart long before it reaches anybody. That's why my parents could sit under a tree and stop watching us. It's the same reason she swims here more than anywhere else on this island. This is a beach you can actually swim at. Not paddle, but swim. She walks the whole length before she gets in. It's how she reads a place. Then she stays in that water for an hour. She always does. If you're trying to place this on a map, Pereybere sits on the north coast. Grand Baie is 4 kilometers further west. And Cap Malheureux is 3 kilometers further north. You're between the busiest town in the north and the quietest corner of it. Buses run the coast road and stop right next to the beach. And you walk down. If you drive, there's parking space. Not plenty, but enough. There's the beach parking, and there is roadside parking. During peak seasons and weekends, get there early and you park under a tree. Get there late and you walk.
Li marche tout long avant li randant de l'eau. Li content sa place là, li pa bizen costro. Dan di lo zisca sur l'estomac, li reste sans bouger. Mo get li, mo sourit, mo connaît, mo fin gagné. Pereybere, Pereybere, mo le che reste là. Pereybere, Pereybere, mo retourne encore.
Now, two honest things, because we've been coming here long enough. Pereybere is a small cove, and not a long open sweep. In December and January, and on any weekend, it gets tight. Genuinely tight. and the coastal road runs directly behind the sand. You'll hear it. You can see the buildings from the water. This is not a wild, empty, desert island beach. It never was. We've filmed beaches on this island with more drama and less noise. At the end of this series, we're going to rank every great beach in Mauritius. And I already know this one is going to cause an argument. Because by every objective measure I can think of, we should have replaced it by now. But she's been in that water since we arrived. And she is ready to argue. Here's the thing I keep coming back to. The crowd isn't the problem. The crowd is the point. Look at that water and try to work out who's a tourist and who isn't. I've been coming here 30 years and I can't do it. That's not true of most beaches on this island. Because public beaches in Mauritius are properly public. No hotel can close one. No gate can be put across one. Nobody is checking who you are on the way in. So everybody ends up in the same water. That's the whole system. When I was small, there were more locals and fewer tourists. That balance has shifted, and I'm not going to pretend it hasn't. But my parents sat in that shade for the same reason all these people are sitting in it now. If you look close enough, you will start to see a pattern emerge. Locals will look for a place under the shades, while most tourists will sit right on the beach, right under the sun. My wife stands in the water more than she swims. And so does everybody else out there. And that's what this water is for. And then the ice cream cart comes down the sand. Sorbet Mauritian, coconut, vanilla, pistachio, strawberry. This is the other reason why I love this beach so much. Different cat, different seller, but same sorbet, same beach, same queue of children. I'm 8 years old again, and I've got nothing intelligent to say about it. We've filmed 100 towns in Italy. We have visited dozens of countries. And we've driven the entire coastline of Mauritius looking for a replacement. Last week we did 3 beaches in a single afternoon trying to settle it. And we still can't shake this one. Not because it's the most beautiful beach in Mauritius. It genuinely isn't. As a matter of fact, Le Morne, a beach in the southwest of Mauritius, is more dramatic. And half the east coast is emptier. This is a small, busy village beach with a road behind it. But it's the water we trust, the shade my parents sat in, and the same sorbet I ate here as a child. Two people who've seen a lot of coastline, agreeing on it separately, 30 years apart. To be honest, that isn't a ranking. That's just ours. And my wife is the one who gets up for this. Every single time. Some beaches you visit. This one you keep coming back to until you stop pretending you're visiting. Next week, we're leaving the coast altogether. Once a year, a large part of this island stops going to the beach and starts walking. They walk to a crater lake in the mountains, some of them for 2 days, carrying wooden structures they built themselves. It's called Maha Shivaratri, and Grand Basin is where it ends. It's the most important thing we filmed in Mauritius, and we're not going to rush it. Subscribe so it finds you next Friday.